I'm Samantha Webb of Property Web, and this week on Small Business Saturday we are chatting with the fabulous Kimberly Barker and Veronica Lynch of Star Hair Design and Beauty. So first of all, ladies, thank you for joining me today, and really appreciate you taking the time out to have a chat with myself. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass it straight over to you guys. For those, obviously I've known you for many, many years, but for those of you who don't know you, if you can maybe just tell people a little bit about yourself and your business. So Kimberly, by the way.
So, hi, I'm Kimberly. Star Hair Design has been up and running in Bathgate now for 10 years. We moved premises 7 years ago to where we currently are at 133 Glasgow Road. And last year I decided, after coming back from having my wee boy, that I didn't want to do it on my own anymore. And I wanted a bit of support for the person who'd supported me the whole way through my maternity and my IVF journey and everything, and she kept the business going, which is my other baby. So I asked her, and I happen to think she said yes quicker to that than she did when her boyfriend asked her to marry him.
That is a true story. That is such a true story. When Ryan asked me to marry him, I went, oh, I don't know, like, need to think about it. When Kimberly asked me 2 weeks later, would I go into partnership with her, I was like, yes. Like, the quickest yes I've ever said in my life.
Brilliant.
So we're now a twosome, and we have an amazing team behind us of beauticians and hairdressers, and we're really lucky to have the team that we've got, and we hope that when we can get reopened again today, finally on the 5th of April, that we can just keep pushing forward. And we love working in Bathgate as a community because it's a great community and everybody really comes together. So we love it.
And so when obviously, I mean, you say you've been running the business for 13 years now. I mean, I remember at Elegant Fingertips and Beauty, going back all those years ago, and that's obviously where I met you. And I'm going to go and kill this dog. Spare me 2 seconds.
I'm surprised it's not my dog, to be fair.
I'm trying to hold Alfie literally down like he's like here, thinking where's that dog coming from? I'm like, just stay, don't jump, please stay.
I'm sure the two of them just noise each other up. Apologies, I can cut that bit out. I'm quite good at editing these days. Yes, obviously Elegant Fingertips and Beauty all those years ago. And so, you know, when you first went into lockdown, I mean, what was your initial thoughts and kind of the build up to that?
Oh, there was a lot of tears. Like, I opened up my business those 10 years ago in the middle of a recession, and I thought, you know what, let's do this. Like, we can do this. My business has been through ups and downs constantly, as any small business is, and especially when you're like a sole owner of it, it's you that takes the hits. So you go, do you know what, we roll with the punches, we get back up and we go on. But this just felt so uncertain. Hello?
You're still there?
You're still there?
Am I still here? Sorry, I can't see you. So this just felt really, really uncertain. So I just thought, well, I don't know what to do. And we've done nothing but cry constantly. And we had to really, really work hard and really work, you know, our butts off to get everybody in before we locked down, because we just really didn't know what was going to happen. And we didn't obviously realise it would be as long as it was what it's been.
We've lost you on a picture.
I know, I was ready to say, can people see Kimberly or no?
No, I can't get back in. Wait now. I don't know how to get.
There you go.
It must have been a wee thing. Right, that's why I'm a hairdresser and I don't work with computers. So it was really, really daunting, and it was really quite scary, as we all were scared, past being, you know, our families and worrying about that. We were also worrying about our clients and the massive thing of having to try and keep them safe. So we worked our butts off till the Monday night, and after the Monday night, myself, Veronica and the rest of the girls sat and cried our eyes out, said goodbye, and didn't know when we were going to see each other again. And it's really hard when you're with each other every day. They're your family, and that was it. And then I think me and you phoned each other for about a week, 2 weeks after that, just kind of, oh my God.
It was just so surreal. I think like how we started off the year, it was like, I had went, like, joined with Kimberly in the February, and this happened the March. And it was like so much excitement. Like, I had got engaged at Christmas, we had the engagement party the week before the lockdown, and people were talking about having this coronavirus and this pandemic, and you were just kind of like, okay. And then when it actually came to a lockdown, I was like, right, it'll be like for 3 weeks. Now we're like a year into it. It's like, oh my goodness, like, businesses, and for our business to start off so mental.
I
It's just
suppose-
mad.
I didn't really think about that because for me, I've worked from home for the last 3.5 years. So, I mean, I'm used to, just kind of having Stephen around pottering about the house. I don't really I've got work colleagues, but they're not with me all the time. So I suppose I didn't really appreciate, as you say, you guys work together, 6 days a week, all those hours together to then be completely separate from each other.
I know.
Yeah. It was really hard as well because we'd obviously joined as a partnership at that point to take on responsibility together. The rest of the team, while they were on the phone all the time, checking with us, we were having Zooms ourselves, and WhatsApp groups and chats and all that. See, to be able to run a business together, you need to be together. You need to both be able to sit down with each other, have a meeting, discuss things. Maybe while one person's taking a phone call with a supplier, know then that you can reiterate it. Doing it from home, where one person's trying to do one set of jobs, the other one's trying to do the other set, and then come in the middle. It was quite hard to find our feet with that to start with.
Yeah, it really was.
We got used to it, but
no, it really was because as well, we had only been in partnership for a month, so I was expecting Kimberly to show me the reins for a good few months, even a year, and then go this year. Right, okay, that's us kind of got how we can work together, how we both can become partner to make this bigger, better.
Yeah.
And then it was like, I felt like I was still going to Kimberly, what are we doing? Like, how do you do this? And what do you do to this? And it was just so hard. And as well, try to deal with it on phone calls. And you've got your personal life. Then you're trying to do business life. So Kimberly being a new mum and my partner working from home all the time and us getting a puppy, it was like during the day you couldn't speak to each other. And then you were having like phone calls at like 9 o'clock at night that was taking us into midnight going, right, what needs paid? How do we do this? What's happening with the salon? It was just dealing with customers as well. It was just looking back, and I know we're still in it, but coming out yet, like a dream. It was just the weirdest thing. Going into a business, and I know Kimberly's had her business like forever, but for me going into it, it was like, oh my goodness, like, how is this going to work? But we're still here, we're still doing it, and I can't wait to go back in.
I suppose that's one of the things for you guys as hairdressers and in beauty salons and things like that. Even the hospitality industry, but I think probably more so for you guys is the amount of times where you had to rebook bookings because you were told one thing and then you were then having to cancel them all and then you had to rebook them all again, and then that just must have been crazy.
Soul destroying, Sam. Totally soul destroying, because you're locking down and you're going, okay, who can we get in? Who's in this week? Get them all in. Who really is desperate? Who do we need to do? Working 15-hour days, which was ridiculous, but you're trying to do everything you can for your client, because we love we love our clients that are friends. You know what the salon's like, Sam. We love our clients, they're part of it. And we didn't want to let them down, and we're not used to letting them down. So then when you reopen again, you're going, right, okay, who was priority, who was cancelled first? And you're trying to find a system, but really, there isn't a system, because everybody has not had their hair done for the same amount of time now. It's not like, oh, we shut down for 3 weeks, you've missed 3 weeks. You've missed months. So then you do it, you reopen, it's crazy hours again, and then they kick you again and say you're shutting down again in November. And there was more tears, and there was more, oh my God, like, we're doing this again. We're off for 3 weeks. We go back, we work crazy because it's even more so because it's Christmas. Our families are affected. I certainly know my little boy was affected by it, because I just worked everything I could to get everybody in, because everybody wants to have their hair done for Christmas time. And I think we both sat, didn't we, Veronica, on Christmas Eve, and we said, we're that tired, we feel so ill. Christmas rush is normally a buzz, and we all normally drop like flies at Christmas as hairdressers. But this was next level. And then to be told on the Saturday that we were to close our doors come Boxing Day, that was it, no more, we couldn't open again. That broke me. That, and all of the 10 years, that broke me. I thought, I can't do this. Like, how do we pick ourselves back up again? Where do we get the money from? We're not earning. Like, where do we get money for PPE and all this that we've set up? Like, we were 0.2% of the spread, so that it was very, very little. Because in general, hairdressers, beauticians, they are hygienic places. So we'd done so much to stay safe and keep our clients safe, because that was our main priority, keeping our clients 100% safe. To be told, you know what, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you're shutting down. And we understand, it was the country, it's not
of course
aimed at hairdressers at all, but you're doing all this and you just keep getting kicked down. But I'll tell you, you kick me down and I'll get back up every time, and we're definitely getting back up on the 5th of April and we're going to go for it.
As well, I mean, I kind of noticed is that, you know, they would almost like tell you on a Tuesday, but instead of giving you the weekend to get everybody in, they go, on Friday, that's at 6 o'clock.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's almost kind of giving you that weekend to go, right, okay, let's get everybody in. But they really, you know, had you to a point where you had to work yourselves to the bone in order to get everybody in. Because if you truly love what you do, you will do everything that you can, and that's just the work that in you. So you're going to
I think as well, they weren't so clear on what they were saying, like as well, dealing with customers, the hair side customers asking like people coming for their 6-week appointments. We had brides. So you're also dealing with brides thinking, right, okay, let's move your wedding date again. Let's move it to this. Things will be better. Then it's not. Then you go, right, okay, we'll move it again, because they're trying to work with their venue. Then they're trying to work with us, makeup artists, photographers. Then when weddings could go, like I had a bride that was getting married. She had on, I felt so sorry for her. She moved her wedding so many times.
Sorry, guys.
And then
this dog.
I'm so glad Alfie's just sitting there. So, and regulations, like we weren't allowed to go and do hair, so we had to have the bride and all our wedding party come into the salon, have this quick morning, and then it was such a rush where I thought it took so much away from not just the 6 weeks appointment customers, but brides that come in, plan their big day with their hairdresser. It was just taking so much
well, isn't it, for your wedding day? The whole kind of lead up and the build up.
That's it, the morning of it as well. And you know what it's like, you sit, well, I know what I dream of having my morning. You sit with your bridesmaids, you have your Prosecco, you have your nice morning, people come and make you beautiful. But brides were having to come into the salon with customers that they don't know. And I thought it just was taking it a bit unfair for brides. So hopefully, fingers crossed, with the new dates, that brides can get the mornings that they want.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. And so obviously coming into this year now, we open on the 5th of April, so that's news that we just got today, which is fantastic. I mean, how are you guys now going to proceed then? What's your kind of your next step? What's your next
well, as soon as she announced today, my phone blew up. I thought my phone was going to actually explode. So actually after here, we're going to put a little thing on our Facebook page just to inform our customers of what our plan of action is. But this time, I think, to be honest, we're going to take a totally kind of easier approach, and it's not for the clients, but it's for us this time. Because we need to look after our own health, and I do certainly think that this lockdown has taught everybody. Do you know, we all need to take a little bit of self-care. The rush, the rat race, it can wait. Do you know? And this, if we're doing it, it gets to a point when we've done it before. Like that, we were up till 12 and 1 o'clock in the morning trying to do diaries. I would have the diary home because we weren't sure if anyone else could go into salon to check their diary. And we were terrified we would make mistakes, do you know, muck up somebody's appointment. Thankfully, we didn't, because we triple-checked everything, but that was a lot of pressure. So this time, you know, we're allocating a day where we're saying, right, this is diary day, and we're going to do it. So we'll contact all our customers individually tomorrow. Each stylist will contact their customers. We'll try and get as many through as we can. We'll work it this week, and then after that, we'll just share the diary home and just put people in without it being as pandemonium and as manic. We won't be working the 15-hour days. We'll be working our normal hour days, our normal days that we would normally have done before all this, you know, the madness of returning and things like that. And we'll get people in, and we will get everyone done. We'll not be able to do people's hair, but we can't all get everybody done on the 5th of April.
No, that's
so
right.
Instead of us having that panic, thinking, oh God, you know, we need to get everybody done, there's no physical way we can get everybody done on the 5th of April. So we just need to tell ourselves that and say, you know, do what we can. We're only human. And if we do it a little bit more to the point where, you know, we take our time and we do it the way we would normally do it, and then go back to enjoying it rather than feeling like it's a panic all the time, then I think our health's better, so we're there for the long run. You know, we're not going to end up ill in a month's time because we've worked ourselves to the bone to get the first initial in, because that was where it was hard the last time, the big lockdown number 1. We all went back, everyone's on the same time scale then, so all your 6 weeks appointments are 6 weeks. Oh, your 8 weeks and 8 weeks. Normally we've got people all different rolling on, where it was all the same, so you knew you were going to get to 6 weeks and then have a week with really nothing. Do you know, the odd person coming in?
And also, actually, I haven't, you know, they've obviously opened the hairdressers from the 5th of April. I've not contacted anybody yet because I'm not used. I thought, do you know what? I've still got my L'Oreal root retoucher. I've been changing my pattern about.
Yeah.
I'll get done with it. It's done.
Many of our clients have been doing the same. They've all been doing it. They're all saying, you know, we all look the same. We've all got roots. We've all, like, God, my greys are coming in.
Even us hairdressers, we've got roots. I done 2 foils here because I thought, right, I better look. But I'm a natural, well, not a natural blonde, but I am a blonde. And look at these roots. So I'm like, everybody's in the same boat. Even us hairdressers, we've got roots down our ears.
Yeah.
And we're not going anywhere, so who cares?
No, you still can't go, exactly. So yeah, it's a bit of a
So when we get back to April, it'll be, everybody will be looking fresh and wonderful for spring, and we can't wait to get back. And obviously with the announcement today as well, they were saying that weddings can go back to 50 people, which is a huge thing. I know it's not 150 people that people would generally want, but I do think that'll allow brides to have a little bit more loved ones there, and I think it'll roll in for all us wedding suppliers. It'll roll in more business as well again, because 50 people's better than 5.
Yeah, God, yeah, definitely.
And that means that we can maybe start doing guests hair up again. Do you know, we lost huge business out of that, because that is half of our business is weddings. Like, we're chartered to Norton House and Dalmahoy. We go out to, you know, we travel all over Scotland to do weddings. So all that stopped. So hopefully that will just easily pick that up again. Although you get to next year's diary and the weddings are just crazy because they've all been hot.
So everybody's now in for next year then.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be crazy, but it's a good crazy, because, well, the whole saying goes, if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life, do you? So
very true. That's very true.
We do love what we do. So.
And in terms of, Veronica, you touched on earlier that you are, you know, bigger and better Star Hair Design. I mean, do you have any little secrets or things you can tell us about what the plans are for the future?
I'm going to pass that to Kimberly because I end up saying too much than I should. So I'll pass the secret question to Kimberly.
No, there's nothing in secrets. It's just, you know, because I could give all my time to my salon, it was my baby. I can't do that anymore. I've got another baby too to look after. And Veronica loves the salon as much as me, and the team is the huge thing for us. Like, we have got a great team. And that's what we want to build on this year. We want to bring more people into that team, and especially if there's been Homer hairdressers that have found it quite hard in this sort of last year. If you think, do you know what, it's better to be salon based maybe, you know, rather than travelling to different people's houses where it's harder to maybe control, you know, your contact with people and stuff. You know, we've got space for that. We want to bring some new people on board. We want to expand the team. We certainly want to branch even further into weddings. That's a passion of mine and Veronica's, and we both share that. So that's huge. We really, really want to push that. And, you know, we want to push ourselves as well for different, you know, accolades and awards and things like that to push us as a team and give us something new and exciting. So yeah, we're definitely going to try some things new, and we just want to keep going up and up, but also to make it fun, keep it fun. Yeah.
Definitely. And it'll be good to get back, because I know obviously you do a lot of charity stuff as well, and you do your ladies' days and things like that, so it'll be nice to hopefully be able to come back and do something like that towards the end of the year as well.
Yeah, well, that might be a wee secret, Sam, that we'll already discuss.
And that's why I passed the secret question over to Kimberly, because that secret might have been told.
Yeah, no, we've got we've got a few wee ideas about that, obviously. That's hugely important to us. And we tend to pick 2 charities a year, and we do certain things for one and certain things for the other, and where time allows and what we know our diary is the year ahead, the bigger we can go. Again, that's down to our customers in the community, because people who, I mean, for example, we done it for one of the charities, and we asked for ladies to bring in, you know, like toiletries, feminine products. Our salon was full, and when we took it to the charity, like Women's Aid was the charity that we done it for, and they were like, my God, like how many? And I thought, well, this is just clients that have brought that, you know, this isn't even touching the surface, and people are so generous.
And I think that is, I mean, obviously West Lothian, you know, is a broad range, but certainly within Bathgate, I mean, I mean, what a great community that we do have in Bathgate. And as you say, when, you know, somebody's focused on something and somebody puts something out there to help somebody else, everybody comes together.
Oh, unbelievably so. Yeah. I mean, we've certainly, Veronica, that's been another, honestly, I've never cried so much. That's certainly been another thing that we've been crying all the time about, because the generosity of the clients to us, for to give us their support, to lend an ear, just the odd text message, you know, how are you doing, we're missing you, all those sort of things. This pandemic has been horrible, and I'm not going to lie, you do see a bad side in people, and not people, you know, but you know, like when you're seeing it on social media and stuff, but your community, wow, I think the communities really came together. And I think, as you say, Bathgate especially, it's such a big area as well, and people really do care. They really care. And that's why we love giving our clients a little something back, fun to do for charity, because while they're giving, they're getting a bit of fun. So at the end of this year, we'll certainly be looking to plan something. So we'll let you know, Sam, and you can come.
So just finishing off, and I just want to say thanks very much for coming on to be part of the gift card. I'm looking forward to start using it, and I've actually got a wee plan to change it up, seeing as how you are now going back on the 5th of April. I want to be able to try and get them out into the community a bit more, so I'll announce something for that for April, and that's my wee
that's exciting.
for me to be able to, you know, support you guys as much as you support me. You know, that's kind of, you know, we're all in this together. You know, we all want to help each other out, and, you know, the more we can support each other, the better. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I'll let you get back to babies and puppies.
Thanks.
All the joys.
I hope that wasn't too painful for you.
No, that was great. It was really nice. You know, it's just nice to be talking to people. This is nice. I'm like, oh, some of the other faces.
I know, I put makeup and washed my hair, and Ryan was like, oh my goodness, what's happening? Like, you've not done that in months. And I was like, I know, I'm going to have to get used to it. I go back to work on the 5th of April. This is going to have to be the look.
I've had a mum bun in for months. Yes. I was like, I better maybe brush my hair.
No, well, perfect. Well, thank you once again.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, good luck for the 5th of April.
Thank you. We'll need that.